My girlfriend is extremely insecure about me hanging out with a female friend. She's claiming that I'm being disrespectful to her feelings, and this relationship can end if I go. For some context, I had plans to meet a girl, Jane, that I have been friends with for a while, but we've not been in touch for the past year or so. Just getting busy with life stuff. I found her attractive when I first met her like 4 years ago. We went on one casual dinner, not a date, and I quickly realized I don't like her like that. Things have been strictly friendly since then. Now, I've been dating this other girl for the past 1 year. Yesterday, Jane hit me up asking if I wanted to catch up today. I asked my girlfriend if she would be okay with me hanging out with a female friend. My girlfriend says she's completely cool with it. So I make plans with Jane. But then, my girlfriend starts acting weird. I keep asking her what's up, and she finally bursts. Says she's really not okay with my meeting Jane alone, especially since I liked her at one point. When I say that I specifically asked her, she says she can't say no because it makes her the insecure one. The fight turns ugly, she's crying, breaking down, telling me that I can go, but she's not okay with it. And this can lead to us ending things. So I try to calm her down, reassure her, ask and just try and having a proper conversation about this. I tell her that it's okay for her to feel this way, but I expect a little more trust from her side. Finally she says that I can go, but I can't expect her to suddenly be okay with it, and it'll take her time. Fine. I can work with that. But today, few hours before I was supposed to meet Jane, she comes to me and asks where I'm going. I tell her, and she goes off again. Says that she expected me to cancel after everything that happened yesterday, that I am not respecting her feelings, and even after she opened up to me, I'm discarding it and just doing what I want anyway. I'm at a complete loss. I'm realizing that I don't have any free say in this matter. She gave me free choice to choose, but attached a very serious consequence to one choice. Plus, she keeps repeating that she trusts me. What's the point if she can't even let me go meet a friend? And I get that she's insecure, and I'm glad she opened up about it, but does it mean that I'm suddenly obligated to do exactly what she wants me to do? I can't be expected to cater to her insecurities. Comment. She gave you a false choice. It's a stupid test to see if you'll think for yourself or if you'll bend to whatever she wanted. It's bullshit and worth dumping her over. Especially after she also used tears and a tantrum to try to manipulate you. On the one hand, I can understand some level of insecurity and anxiety about you meeting up with this friend given the, albeit very minimal, little bit of history, if you can even call it that, several years ago between you two, though as you stated it didn't go anywhere and you don't like her like that. However, I'm not one of those people who thinks men and women simply can never be totally platonic friends, and I think your girlfriend's reaction is overboard. There are boundaries and then there are rules. I think your girlfriend is heading more into rule territory, but that's just a personal opinion. I would understand her anxiety a lot more if you'd previously, say, had a regular FWB relationship with Jane, but this isn't it. I did see from your post history that your girlfriend handles stress very poorly and regularly spirals into pretty deep anxiety over a range of situations, including vomiting due to anxiety after a breakdown over clogging a friend's toilet. From that post history, I think your girlfriend really needs some help that you are not equipped to give. You stated she refuses to go to therapy, though. So unfortunately it sounds like your only options are to continue a relationship with someone who is very much in need of mental health assistance but will not work towards obtaining it, or prioritize yourself and end the relationship so you can lead the healthy, happy life you deserve. I didn't persist. It was only after she said you can go, I will take time to be okay with it, did I actually decide to continue. But it's not about opening up. She gave me two options, either listen to what she wants, or end the relationship. I understand having different opinions about certain situations, And those differences will always exist. She doesn't have to be happy with everything I do, I just want her to show some faith in me. And if this situation was reversed, I honestly wouldn't have a problem with her meeting her friend. She's met with her ex-boyfriend too, after we started dating. She says that I might be cool with it, but she's not. Okay. Just because she's insecure about something doesn't mean I have to strictly follow it. I trust you, I don't trust them is a classic line used by controlling people to make them sound less shitty. Unless she believes this girl will drug you or put a gun to your head, she absolutely doesn't trust you. Unfortunately, until she realizes that and works on herself, there is nothing you can say or do to fix it. Next story 2. I am trying to break up with my girlfriend, but I think she's ghosting me. I'm trying to figure out what to do and I'm confused on how to proceed. Some details changed, don't fully care, it's attached to my main account. My girlfriend Jane and I have been dating for a few months now. We were great friends and both had a crush on each other. I was going to wait till after I got a new job since we worked at the same place, but our friends kept pressuring us till we finally decided to give it a shot. It started out well, but as time has gone on I've come to realize I love her, but only as a friend. We're not compatible romantically. She hasn't done anything wrong and as far as I know I haven't. She's been a lovely person, but we just don't work. The past few weeks since I started a new shift have solidified it for me, as she has been slowly not talking to me at all or very few texts. We were supposed to get together to go to an event earlier last week, but I admit I cancelled that one. I felt if I went with her to it, it may be leading her on. I've been trying to meet up with her the past few days so I can break up with her in person and just talk about it, but she'll message me asking about meeting up, I'll respond and ask what time she wants me to come over, and then she'll not respond till the next day or the day after asking about me coming over. As far as I know, she doesn't know I'm wanting to break up. I only told one person who doesn't know her at all. Does anyone have any advice on how to proceed with this? I want to do the right thing and just talk with her about it, not just send some text or something. If it keeps up, I don't know if I should just go ahead and consider myself single or try to stay over at work and catch her there. Next story 3. My BF got into an argument, and I want to know if I should feel as bad as I do. Me and my BF live together. We've been together for just about 3 years. We both work, both help around the house, both care for the children. I'm a neat freak and like things a certain way, so I tend to clean more frequently, and I clean things he's already cleaned sometimes. I have PMDD. For those who don't know what that is, the TLDR is temporary paranoia, anxiousness, and occasional delusions during PMS. During this time, I get a lot more neat freakish, and clean all the time. I don't expect him to help, BC I know the house is clean to his standards, and even to mine when I'm not PMsing. He works a very physically demanding job, 40 hours a week in the 100+ degree heat of Louisiana. I work 20 to 30 hours a week in the AC, so generally I do more of the cleaning, cooking, and childcare stuff. He does more on the weekends when he's off, BC that's where I work most. So, the argument. The kids weren't here for this, they're at my parents' house this weekend. Also, there was no yelling, just us being snappy and bitchy. Today I came in and he had a toothache, and said something about how he couldn't find any of the medicine for it or anything. He was in pain, so it sounded really snappy. The actual second I walked through the door he said this, and I had been at work since 4 a.m., so I sighed and said, I got it, don't worry about it. I went to the bathroom and grabbed the box of medicine off the top of the cabinet. It's not labeled and doesn't look like a box of medicine, but it's where I put the medicine last time I deep cleaned, and clearly forgot to tell him, and brought him the stuff. I said it was in the box above the cabinet. Admittedly, my tone was flat and I know I sounded upset. But it's BC, I'm pmsing and I'm sensitive and was trying not to be hurt by the fact that that's how he greeted me. He said, how was I supposed to know you hid it in a box on top of the cabinet? Why are you acting like that? My fucking tooth is killing me, and I've been looking everywhere for that stuff. I said I didn't hide it, you just didn't think to look there. It's all good. I'm not mad. A hello would be fucking nice, though. We both cuss like sailors, so don't take the F words as abusive, it's just how we talk in general. He then went on about how I'm acting mad, and I'm speaking all clipped and shitty and he's just in pain, he just was trying to find the stuff he needed, and he couldn't find it because you like to hide everything when you clean. At this point, I did get mad, and I said I'm only 5 feet 2 inches and you're 6 feet 5 inches. You're taller than the fucking cabinet. The box was open. You could have literally just looked inside it. And now you're mad when I'm only upset BC you didn't even say hey to me. He said that I always make everything about me, and I need to learn to work on my attitude instead of expecting him to always be 100%. I got upset, said I was sorry, and went to lay down and cry BC my feelings were hurt and I knew that it wasn't entirely his fault. He came in, apologized, said he was sorry he didn't say hey and sorry he got mad, and then got me to come hang out with him. Now we're fine, but I feel like a dickhead, and I can't put my finger on why I feel so bad. I've told him I was sorry several times now, and he keeps just going baby, it's okay. I'm sorry too. I love you. I don't know, I can't shake the feeling that something I did here was especially shitty, and since I cried I made him feel like it was his fault.